Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Laura Weigel and I'm the owner and the creator of the Will to Wow Jewelry and Holistic RX Healing Remedies. The Will to Wow Jewelry is my business that is the most near and dear to my heart. It's named after my son Will, and WOW happens to be his initials. Long story short, my son suffered an anoxic brain injury at almost 1 year of age with a very grim prognosis. And so I couldn't go back to the classroom and teach special education because that was my career back then. I was a special education teacher. And I started to learn a lot about crystals from my acupuncturist who helped me conceive to begin with, and she would come over to the house and help me needle William when he was in a very critical state. Lots of seizures, lots of throwing up, G-tube fed, and it was a critical time, so I couldn't bring him in, and I started to notice the reactions right away that he was having to crystals, and it intrigued me. And 9 years later, I have been working with crystals, and I first started making jewelry just for a fundraiser for William. I would just make bracelets, just like these, for William. And then I started to play with it, and I started to learn more about crystals and their healing properties and how to place certain crystals together and why you would wear a citrine, say, versus a yellow calcite, and working with the chakras. And I just started studying it, and it really intrigued me, and I saw the difference it played in my life and my son's life. So then I created a course in crystals, which is a beginner's course on how crystals work and how to use crystals and setting up grids, and if you want to use them to heal and align your chakras on yourself or somebody else. So I've helped a lot of massage therapists and Reiki teachers use crystals and to enhance their own practice as well. And some people just use the crystals because that is a beautiful healing modality in and of itself. So then I started to expand a little bit, and I created a Facebook group, Holistic RX Remedies, to teach people a little bit more about the crystals and my experience with the crystals, but also essential oils, teas, different foods, and I really encourage people to share what they have found. So let's help each other. You know, I absolutely thank goodness for medicine. If it weren't for medicine, I wouldn't have been able to go through my in vitros to have my twins. And if it weren't for medicine, I wouldn't have been able to have a C-section that I needed to have for the twins. And if it weren't for the medicine, William's seizures wouldn't have been under control. I will say, however, that his seizures were so under control from all the natural remedies that I was doing with him that I was able to take him off that medication. So how great is that? So what I'm saying is medication definitely serves a purpose, and it's very wonderful that we have modern medicine in conjunct with all of this knowledge that we're learning with holistic remedies, using crystals, which are just an energy. You know, I personally don't believe that they are completely crazy and woo-woo and out there. I've been studying them and researching them, and they've been mentioned even in the biblical time. They were mentioned because they just carry an energy. And so when we use that with our intention, the options are endless, in my opinion. So what I wanted to do is just really welcome you and introduce you to my YouTube channel and invite you over to my Holistic RX Remedy group so that you can learn and ask questions and share your knowledge for us so that we can all grow and learn to heal and raise our vibrations. And I also wanted to let you know about my course in crystals. I also have a journal that I've created, a crystal journal. So I welcome you to check all of those out. I'll go ahead and put the links in so that it will be easy for you to find. And then, of course, check out the jewelry. If you want me to make you something custom, I would love to. If not, I have tons of pre-made beautiful pieces already made. They're all sage cleansed. They're all Reiki'd by my mother, who's a Reiki master, and they just carry such a beautiful vibration of love, because some portions of the money go back for Will's treatments, like, for example, hippotherapy, working with a horse, and that's one of some swimming therapy, some massage therapy, the essential oils, cannabis oil, a lot of those alternative therapies that I'm doing with William that aren't covered by insurance the way traditional OT, PT, and speech is. So it's very near and dear to my heart. Each piece is made with so much love. And I just want to go into what I suggest that you start with, because that's my number one question. So with crystals, I'm going to go over what my favorite pieces are. If I had to pick 8 pieces to start with, these are what I would pick. I might even have to throw in there a 9 because this is very difficult. But what I would do is I would start with crystals for each chakra, okay? And the root chakra is at the base of your spine. The chakras are energy centers, swirling energy, and you want them to be in balance, right? You don't want the chakras to be overspinning and they're hyperactive, and you don't want them to be underspinning and they're lower active, okay? And I have all this information on my website as well. But my favorite for the root chakra to start is smoky quartz. Okay, it's very grounding. It helps to dispel unwanted energy. It helps you to feel more in the present moment and more safe. Okay, because when our root chakra is out of alignment, we tend to not feel very grounded. We're spacey. And we don't feel safe in the world. We don't feel safe, like our needs are going to be met. Survival mode is what we're in when our root chakra is out of a balance. So smoky quartz is my favorite. That's my number one recommendation. And I do sell these in chakra bags, and they're on my website. So if you're interested, I do have these. Carnelian is for the sacral chakra. This is all about feelings, finding joy in life. You know, if you're having a difficult time feeling joy in your life, creating in your life, then I guarantee you this carnelian will really help. It's a high energy, it's a high vibing crystal. Next is the solar plexus chakra. It's right above the navel, and this is all of where your self-esteem is, correct use of your power is in this, and it's all where we create like our wealth and our prosperity. Citrine is kind of known as the wealth and prosperity stone. This is a natural citrine. It's very light in color. Natural meaning it was heated by the earth. Unnatural citrine will look more orangish and brownish. Just a little tip there for you. And moving on up to the heart chakra, I absolutely love rose quartz, because rose quartz is that stone of infinite peace and love, but it's especially teaching self-love, right? And we can't really attract or even give love to other people until we're at that space where we truly feel self-love, and rose quartz helps to raise the vibration of self-love. Next, moving up to our throat center, which is right here. This is a piece of carnelian actually I have right here. But my favorite for the throat center is blue lace agate. It's the most expensive, the most highly prized of all the agates, and it really has a very calming vibration. And our throat chakra is all about speaking our truth and listening. A lot of people don't realize it's also about listening. It's about truly being heard by others, but truly hearing others. It's about speaking in a way that you can be heard. So blue lace agate's my favorite. I do also really like, I'm just going to kind of throw this in here. This is a green one. I love aquamarine too, because aquamarine is the stone of courage. And so when you have an underactive throat chakra, aquamarine can really help because it carries that vibration to help you have the courage to speak your truth. And next, moving up to our third eye, which is right here at the brow chakra, some people call it, but it is all about our intuition, our inner vision, our inner knowing, and connecting to that intuition. And I love lapis lazuli. Little tip, all lapis lazuli has little gold flecks in it. Those gold flecks are pyrite, which is kind of nice because pyrite's reflective, so it helps you to reflect a little bit more and more deeply. And it's also a protective stone. So that's my favorite for the third eye chakra. And then the crown chakra can be purple or white. You're going to hear both. So amethyst is a very calming stone. It really helps to sleep. When our crown chakra is out of alignment, we tend to have a loss of connection, right? Or there can be some mental instability, but you might feel very alone and very disconnected and very lost. So amethyst is a great one for that. Sleep is also a problem when our crown chakra is not in alignment. Clear quartz as well. Okay, so I like working with the clear quartz because clear quartz helps to amplify the energy of all the other crystals. So for that, I really like it. But if you're in a really negative space and you're having trouble getting hold of your thoughts, clear quartz is one I would maybe stay away from because it may amplify that for you. But quartz is a huge energy store and amplifier. I mean, even those quartz watches were made with quartz because of the way they amplify the energy. Okay. And then lastly is selenite, which is crown or higher. I absolutely love this crystal. It's very soft. It's not one that you want to get wet, but it has a very high vibration to it, and it's a very cleansing crystal. When you feel it, when you hold selenite, or for me anyway, you just feel a little bit lighter. And it's a great stone to use to clear your energy field. You've been out at work, you're coming home, you've picked up a lot of stagnant energy and you're just feeling kind of stuck. You might feel heavy, you might feel sticky. There's different ways people describe that, but it's a great one just to kind of run over your energy field. If you are a healer and doing healing work, it's a great stone to start your healing with. You can cleanse your client and just give their energy field a nice cleanse. So those are really my top crystals that if I had to pick, those would be the ones that I would pick. So thank you for joining me. Welcome to my page. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. And like I said, please come on over to my website, thewilltowow.com. Join us in my Facebook group, Holistic RX Remedies. And I'm on Instagram too. Have a great day, and hopefully we will continue this connection.